Huge! That's flown!
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Wareham shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yes.
Gone! Great catch.
The right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball. She's got her tail up.
Misses everything.
Wareham with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake. Drives it. Complete miss.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
End of the over, 10 off it. Mumbai are 208 for 4.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well. Amelia left it alone, didn't want to chase the wide one.
That's a solid shot. Oh, super shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it, and the runs are flowing very easily. Good reactions.
Kaur, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. First ball for the batter, coming in.
again. See you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
The right-hander, new batter out in the middle and ready to face up.
This is basically the worst time to be coming out to the middle. A hat-trick ball. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Final over in the innings with plenty of wickets in hand. Tough ask for the bowlers. Some accurate deliveries right up in the block hole may be the way to go. Fantastic catch.
The lower order left-hander out in the middle. Might swing the bat early on.
As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. They'll get at least one.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Oh, great shot.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
And the innings comes to an end. Gujarat will need 230 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a really difficult chase.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Shot. Should be runs. Doesn't beat the infield. Dropped. What a let-off. That's a solid shot. Onto the half volley in a flash. That'll be 4 runs.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they... go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
A few moves made in the field.
End of the first over. Woodcraft are now 5 for none. Change of bowling and the fast bowler comes into the attack.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Power and precision in that shot. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Beautiful catch.
Devine just about ready to go out in the middle.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Huge edge and 4 runs.
How will she reply?
Great shot. At least one on offer. They'll get at least one. There'll be runs here. Pure class, right out of the meat of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Ismail is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and build from there. Nicely played.
End of the third over. Woodcraft are now 24 for none.
shot. Should be runs.
Oh, good shot for no runs. Quick to get onto the back foot, but cracked it straight to the fielder.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's right out of the meat of the bat.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. That's gone. Couldn't have asked for an easier catch.
Gardner, the new batter in the middle, has a lovely technique. She'll look to get into her work quickly.
Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the over. Gujarat are 26 for 2.
4 gone, and the batters really need to work the ball more at the moment. They need to look for boundaries before the power play ends.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Will you listen to that crowd? They are loving this. It's difficult to hear yourself thinking here. There could be a couple if they hustle. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot. How will the bowler respond?
Drills that one.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
There'll be runs here. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Couldn't get it through the field. Harman will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being hit around a bit. Mumbai can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Some adjustments to the field.
Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
Absolutely middled that. Quick onto that in the infield. That's too easy to pick up a single. No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. Might look to go big again here.
That's a solid shot. Super shot that.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Our superb timing.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
that hard and fast.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
Shot. Should be runs. Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
End of the 8th over. The batting team are now 57 for 2.
They'll get at least one. Great shot. At least one on offer. There could be a couple if they hustle. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Drills that one. There'll be runs here.
End of the 9th over. The batting team are now 65 for 2.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs.
Kerr shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Drives it, complete miss.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Finds the edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward. Putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the 6. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Finds the middle. Won't find the boundary. Nicely played.
End of the 10th over. Woodrow are now on 77 for 2.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. That's a solid shot.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Shot. Should be runs. Straight to the fielder.
End of the 11th over. Redirect. And now 79 for 2.
On the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. They'll get at least one.
That's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Great shot. At least one on offer. End of the over. 17 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 96 for 2.
Batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Oh, nice shot. Doesn't beat the infield. This could be trouble. Oh, simple run out.
New batter in, but we'll have to wait a bit before facing her first ball.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. So early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
Gardner has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Half centuries in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100.
Gardner is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. There'll be runs here. As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. End of the over, 14 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 110 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. Shot. At least 2 on offer. Chance to run 2. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Nicely played. Shot. Should be runs. That's a solid shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the over. Gujarat are 115 for 3.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Harman has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. They'll get at least 1. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Good shot. A beauty. This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Misses everything. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot, transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Matthews, the spinner, coming into the attack. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Huge! That's flown!
A fantastic shot off the back foot. Really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yes.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
Mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with all this noise. There'll be runs here.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. This could be trouble. No pressure on that run. End of the over, 13 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 142 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see in a cricket match.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Super shot that.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots, and the reward will come. Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge six.
Well, with shots like that, it's not going to be long before the 100's up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake.
And another one. It's raining sixes now.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Shot. Should be runs. Too good. That is huge. End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
This total was always going to be a challenge, going at 10 plus. They need to accelerate again to get close enough to the required rate.
Changing the bowling. Mumbai switching it up with some pace. Ismail comes into the attack. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. How will she reply?
Taken the edge. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. They'll get at least one. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Good return back from the deep.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. Brilliant catch. beauty.
Wareham, the new batter in, but she'll start from the non-striker's end. She's got her tail up.
That's off the middle of the bat.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build. How will the bowler respond? Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
The boundaries are flowing. Need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down. Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Wareham ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Nicely played. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
End of the over. 20 runs coming from it. Gujarat 199 for 4.
They've played wonderfully all innings, but the required run rate's demanding more from them if they can.
1 over left in the innings. Carey to bowl it. Precision. Great shot that.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Gone! Great catch, quick reactions.
Ahuja, the left-hander in the middle, and looks quite relaxed out there as well.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Quick onto that in the infield. That's too easy to pick up a single.
They really need a boundary, this ball. The loose full one goes unpunished. Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder?
And the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to the batsman.